Hey designers, today I'll make you understand prototyping in Figma. First, you should understand why we're doing prototyping. The goal is to make your designs that are static feel like real digital products like a web page or an app by adding interactions to it. So let's get started. Most of the time, what you'll be doing is linking one frame to another frame. That is the basics of prototyping in Figma. So you would need a frame that goes to another frame. How do you do that? You would always need a trigger. So I could have maybe this button. When I click on it, go to this frame. So I could go to the prototype tab. Then you would see a button pop up here. Then I could just click and drag and link it to the frame I want to go to. It gives me options, so it shows me on click, it navigates to the certain frame I have selected. The next thing you would do is check out how the prototype works. So you can go select the frame that you are starting from and then go onto the top right and press present. Then you'll see the prototype shown. Then you could actually click on it and see the change, like so. The next most used prototype feature is scrolling. I have two examples here, vertical scrolling and horizontal scrolling. I have this page set up as vertical scrolling, and I could play it and see how it goes. So I could see that I could scroll like so, or have this card set up as horizontal scrolling. Then I could view it and see that I can scroll it horizontal. The next is interactive components. At first, you won't be using interactive components a lot, but as your prototype gets more and more complicated, you will definitely need them. I'll just demonstrate how it's applied. First, you would need to have a variant component that is made into interactive components by linking them together in a prototype, like so. Then you'll use it inside one of your frames. Let's see it in action. You could see that I could turn it on and off with just one frame because I am using interactive components. In the first example, I have covered that you will need a frame you start from and you go to, but not always. Here's an example of an overlay. You would have one frame that you won't navigate, but you could have it go on top of your frame. I'll show you how. So you would have this button linked into a smaller frame like so. You would say not navigate to, but open overlay. Then it gives you a lot of options. I have close when clicking outside, add background behind overlay, and it's centered inside the frame. Let's see it in action. I can click on the show overlay button, then the overlay is shown. When I click outside, it is removed. I have shown you the basics of prototyping in Figma. Now, you can go a bit further and make your prototype feel more real using animations. I'll give you an example. So I'll link this card to this screen and let's see how it is. If I click on it, the change is pretty instant. There was a dissolve, but it doesn't feel right. So I could go back, click on maybe not smart animate, but I want to maybe make it move in from the side. Let's check it again. So when I click on it, it moves in and then it feels more like an app that I use. The last great feature I want to show you is Smart Animate. So what Smart Animate does is you could have a start state from an image, button, some type of typography or color, and it would change automatically and feel very smooth as it goes. So I have this image and I made it into this image, which is different. I just need to link this into the next state. Then I would say animation not move in, but smart animate. Then I just need to check how it's demonstrated. So let's click on it and see the change there. Let's see that again. Click, and it transforms into this larger image. That's how you would use Smart Animate. It's a very powerful feature that it will make your prototype feel more real.